all you beautiful people, it's Esri and welcome to Dax's desk, which, you know, the desk changes every video. Anywho, this is where we come together to connect and communicate about all things organization, planning, productivity, and of course, study. So it is the beginning of mid-sem break for a lot of uni students in Australia, and it's well needed. I think I've been looking forward to this break like 2 weeks prior to this day, and you know, it's a time for me to study, but it's also a time for me to relax. I think I had a bit of a problem when I was younger, especially in first year, year 12, year 11, of utilizing every spare minute I got in the holidays. And whilst that sometimes helped, I think that understanding rest, recuperation, rejuvenation, all that lovely stuff is really important for especially long-term study. For year 12, I kind of said, you know, you don't really have holidays in the second half of the year, and that was okay because it was just for a short-term period. But for university, you could be there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, depending on what you're doing. And if you're doing those years consecutively, you're going to have to find some form of balance. Anywho, so this video is about how I plan my mid-sem break. Just to let you know, I have a big test, not in terms of percentage, but in terms of content that I have to learn straight after the mid-sem break, which is 1 week long. And I have a couple of assignments that I have to do, and I kind of have a couple of day dates planned out, but besides that, I'm pretty free for the mid-sem break. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you guys how I formulate my to-do list, which is pretty standard stuff. Then we're going to do this Google Calendar style, and I will show you how I plan out my blocks of time, how I color code, and really how I try and keep it so that I will stick to the plan. There are a couple things that are really important for planning. One of them is setting buffers. So I used to plan down to the minute. I would easily get sidetracked and I would easily say, you know what, I'm running late, but it's okay, I'll catch up. And that meant that the plan, you know, after the first maybe hour was kind of set askew, I suppose, because I was constantly playing catch up. And that's not a great feeling. When I actually finish everything I want to do for the day, instead of starting something new, I would just say, you know what, I finished, I've done what I needed to do, and I will start afresh tomorrow. I'm going to take the rest of the day off. And that's just how I work. I would try and spread it over multiple days, if not a week, compared to, oh, I will concentrate on something else and then I will just do this assignment for this day. So yeah, let's get on to it. Blank Google Calendar at the moment, and I'm just adding some events. I apologize for the typos as I go through. I just type really fast and sometimes typos happen. So I basically just color code pink for whenever something involves my boyfriend. Blue is a default color, so I just like to change that, and I just continue adding some dates that I've already pre-planned. Some of them you're not really sure how long they'll take, so I just overestimate the amount of time because it's better to overestimate than underestimate. Of course, I'm making sure that this is a full day thing. And now that I've done that, I will move on to my study tasks. So what I do is I look at what I would like to start with, something fairly easy, but I do need to get off my plate. Purple is the color I use for study tasks, and I just keep in mind how long the task will actually take. As I said before, I have pre-planned and overestimated how much time I will need, and I just add those in, you know, for Monday first, Tuesday, etc. And I know obviously that I won't be doing a lot of work on Tuesday. Sometimes you have to realize that when something is scheduled in your calendar, your energy levels are not going to necessarily match. So when you have, for example, a winery tour, I know that I will be very tired after that. So I only give myself a couple of study hours afterwards. Even though there is quite a large amount of time, I know that I will be probably lazy. I haven't really used a time blocking method per se in this scheduling, but I do like to keep similar tasks together. Sometimes time blocking is not possible because you've got obviously some events planned throughout the day and you'll need to break up the tasks. I actually quite like breaking up tasks compared to time blocking because it gives me room to breathe. It gives me a sense of accomplishment when I've finished like a bunch of little tasks. So as you can see, per day it's usually 1 or 2 topics per day, considering each of them take 2 or 3 hours, and I like to keep it that way. I think of Thursday as my buffer. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing my process of planning an entire week's worth of study. If you like this content, couldn't find the word. If you like this content, please like and subscribe this video. I would appreciate it so much. And if I know you in person, thank you so much for supporting me. And if I don't know you in person, thank you so much for taking a chance, even when you don't know me, and watching these videos. I hope you get something out of it. So study hard, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!